Hello. Hi, guys. Wanted to come on again and get back in my routine. I used, really quickly, just want to show you what I used on my lips right now. I used Smooth Talk by Victoria's Secret. I love that lip scrub, and it's a lip scrub, guys. So we are going to remove that lip scrub. And for some reason, I have a lot of dead skin. Let's see if we have another. No, I don't have my other lip scrub here. I have it at my other place. Alrighty, so I'm gonna put some more lip scrub. Why aren't you coming out? I need a new lip scrub. Alrighty. Sorry, guys. Alrighty. I think that's what it is. It's like down to its last little bit. So, alrighty. I am going to start by, first of all, misting my face with some e.l.f. Hydration Mist. It's coconut in the scent coconut. Give me just a minute, guys. I'm going to drink some water. Really quickly. Alrighty. Tastes so good. That cold water in the morning tastes so good. Alrighty, so I'm going to remove these, and we are going to use our e.l.f. Hydration Coconut Mist. And excuse my nails, you guys. I did take off the nails that I had on before. Alrighty. You know what? Let me turn this off because I don't want it to interfere with what we're doing here. Alrighty. Okay, and we got that out of the way. Put that back. I am going to be using some Advanced Clinicals Hyaluronic Serum for my face. And you can get this at Burlington Coat Factory. That's where I got it from, you guys. Just in case you guys were wondering. And if you guys have one of those in your area. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to rub that beautifulness all over our face. Alrighty. Are you guys kind of getting ready for school to start back up? I know I am. Alrighty. I didn't get any. Bear with me, guys. Because where I'm at right now is a different part than where I usually do my makeup and stuff. So bear with me. And we're just going to put some of that loveliness there. Alrighty. So that is done. How are you guys ready for the state fair? I know I am. Alrighty. So now I'm going to try to remove the lip scrub that I put on there, which is the Smooth Talk by Victoria's Secret, in case anybody was wondering. Yeah, that's a lot of, wow. I had a lot of dry skin on my lips, you guys, a lot. And that's not good. Alrighty, so now we are going to use some of this Global Beauty. It's Lift and Firm. And I'm going to add that really quickly up here. And a little bit goes a long way with this stuff, you guys. I've noticed that when I was doing my videos on my Facebook, which is Makeup with Vero, La Vida Loca. Also, there's 2 platforms that I have on there, in case you guys are wondering. Alrighty, so we are just getting the eye stuff around our eye treated. Alrighty, so now I am going to add that right in here. And I am going to work that in here. Alrighty. What was I going to talk about today? I saw this post that some girl had made about a little girl that dials 911 and talks about her grandmother telling her that her mom was lost in heaven and that she wasn't coming back anymore. Her mom had passed away. And kids at a certain age, they don't get what death is. So if you have had deaths in your family, you sit down and talk with your kids, you guys, and you don't have to listen to me. This is just my point of view, my advice. Going to be using some of this multivitamin right here for my face, and it's through Global Beauty as well. Where the little girl calls 911, and the 911 operator, which I'm sure you guys have seen it on Facebook, the 911 operator was so amazing the way she handled it. She actually told the little girl that her mom could hear her. She could tell her mom whatever she wanted to tell her, that her mom could hear her, but she couldn't talk back to her, right? So this little girl, I broke out in tears, you guys. The little girl starts telling her mom everything she wanted to tell her. And it made me think of my daughter. My little girl was very little when her dad passed away. And, you know, she used to sit there and wait for him to get out of work. Like she always did. She always waited for her daddy to get out of work. And for the first few days, I did explain to her that her dad wasn't coming home anymore, but she didn't believe me. She was just, I think, in the stage of denial, you know? And I told her, honey, Daddy is in heaven. And from that place, they don't come back anymore, you know? And she told me, well, can I write to him? And I told her, no, honey, you can't. And she told me, well, give me the number. I want to call. I want to talk to him. Now, you guys, it's hard, you know, when you're the one that stays behind and you have to try to make this small child understand that what they're feeling, the sadness, the confusion, all that is natural. You got to make them understand that as well. But with my daughter, it's been really hard for her. Even to this day, she misses him. But it's really hard because for each child it's different. It's not the same for every child. There have been children in our family that they can bounce back and they seem like they're okay. But with my daughter and my son and my other daughter, what I used to do is I used to have them, what it was called is I used to call it family time, because we've always had a family time. We've always had movie nights. We've always had game nights. And I didn't want it to change in any way. So what I did is I started incorporating into the game night a time where I would set out crayons, pens, markers in the middle of the table, and I would put out pieces of paper, and I would have them write down all their feelings, everything they were feeling. And I would give them the option to read it to me, and I would give them the option if they didn't want to. A lot of the times at first, they didn't want to read it to me. They just wanted to keep it for them. And what I did was I used to have them go outside in the backyard to where I had a little bucket with some water on the side, not inside the bucket. And what we would do is I would have them shred it and rip it into pieces, everything they were feeling, it helps. So after they were done ripping it up and tearing it up, all those hurtful feelings, all those things they were feeling, we'd throw it in that bucket and I would light it on fire. And then I would use the water to turn it off, of course, and make sure it was safely put out before I went back in the house. And I would sit there and I would talk to them and I would tell them, is there anything that you want me to know, how you're feeling, things that are maybe difficult in school? And to this day, we still do it. And to this day, it opens lines of communication between you and your kids, you guys. And I mean, it's sad that, he's not going to be here anymore and we're not going to have him anymore. But it was important that my kids know that I was supporting them. It was important for them to know that if they needed to talk to me about anything, that they can. And like, there's a lot of people in my family that they sit there and they're like, your kids can talk to you about anything. But then again, that's the way it should be. You want your kids to talk to you, not to go out into the streets and have somebody else educate them in that way. We're going to be using some retinol right now, and that is through Global Beauty as well. But I noticed that's what helped my family. It helped my family. It's hard to lose, especially somebody that is the main person in, the head of the household. Especially when he was so hands-on, with the kids and all that. It took us a while to get to where we're at as, as a new family, because that's what we are. We're a new family. Without him, things just weren't the same anymore. We didn't just suffer like loss of, we didn't just suffer the loss of him. We lost cars, you guys, a house. It was hard, you guys. It was really, really hard. It was a really, really hard time. And I was blessed to have such an amazing sister, that she really was always there for me. Always there for me. And then a few years roll around and I lose her too. I'm going to use some of this Plump Me Up by Victoria's Secret. It's a lip plumper. Now, if you guys use this lip plumper, you guys be very careful because it burns really, really bad. Burns. But it gets the job done, I guess. But anyways, we in our family, we have suffered a lot of loss, you guys. I lost my son, then I lost my husband, then I lost my sister, then I lost my brother. And I know if I'm suffering emotionally, I know my kids are. And kids, the scary thing about a child is if you don't bring it out of them, they won't tell you. Because a lot of the times the kids don't want to talk about it because they think they're hurting you. So a lot of the time they hold their hurt inside, and eventually it affects them as they get older. So sit down and talk with them, you guys. Open those lines of communication. And the reason why I'm doing this video, you guys, is because we've suffered a lot of loss, you guys. Everyone around the world is hurting. Remember to have patience with one another. Remember to have understanding with one another, you guys. We're going to be using some of the L'Oreal collagen, you guys. It's just collagen, regular collagen. If somebody cuts you off, a lot of the times, you guys, it isn't because they're doing it to be assholes. And excuse my language, but they're doing it because they're hurting you guys, and their mind is somewhere else, and they didn't mean to cut you off. They probably didn't even see you. Or sometimes, you know, somebody's a little scatterbrained and you're trying to get out and you're trying to get home, and this person is scatterbrained looking for their cards to pay for something, and you're frustrated because you're trying to get home as well. But remember, you guys, look at it this way. At least you have that loved one to go home to. A lot of these people that are scatterbrained, that are accidentally cutting people off, accidentally going through a stop sign, I know, I've been there. And I've been told horrible things. Remember, you guys, we need to unite. We need to be understanding because we're all in the same boat. We all are hurting in the same way. Some of us more than others. I was also seeing a post of Valerie Bertinelli, where she was actually she did a post where somebody that is supposed to be following her, because you're trying to support the lady, right? By being a supporter and, you know, supporting her videos and all that. And this person says she needs to lose weight. First of all, do you know that this lady just suffered the loss of her son's father, the person that she loved for a certain amount of time of her life? What I can't get is why people have to do that. She came on that video and she was crying. I felt so bad, you guys, so bad. Like she was saying, you think I don't try to put clothes on in the morning? You think I don't have a scale at home? And it's like, I cannot imagine myself calling somebody else fat or calling somebody else something out of, you know, just sheer meanness. When did we come to this point in the United States, or anywhere for that matter? I understand that there's always been mean people in the world. I understand that. And I understand that people are frustrated with the quarantines, with everything that they've had to endure this year. But I mean, do you think that Valerie Bertinelli didn't go through the same things we did? Of course they did. They're human beings just like we are. So I just wanted to touch base, you guys, and, I'm like in shock still, like some of the hurtful things that you see on posts or just mean things that people can say to one another, that it just seems like so many things are amplified now, I sure don't want to be the problem. I don't want to be the problem. I don't want to be the reason why somebody is in their room hurting because of hurtful words I said. I don't want to be one of those people that actually causes somebody to be in their room to be hurt, So I know she probably will never see this, she's a very busy person herself. But Valerie Bertinelli, I just want you to know that I came across your post and I do not think you're fat. I think you're beautiful. And any other girl that has been called fat or been called other things, just remember those people see those things in themselves. So they're going to try to push it on you to make you feel bad. So don't feel bad. Know that you are empowered you are defined by your greatness, by your smile, by the beauty of your eyes, the beauty of your hair, the beauty. It's how you feel about yourself, you guys. Always get up in the morning knowing that you're beautiful, knowing that you have something to offer to the world. You walk with your head held high. You're a female. You could give life. Don't let anybody take your shine, you guys. And it's disappointing that instead of shining each other's crowns and going up to another woman and saying, hey, let me help you with your crown. How are you doing today? Instead of sitting there saying, you need to lose weight. You're ugly. Really? You don't have nothing else better to do than be online bullying somebody else. That's sad. That's sad. If you'd put that same energy that you used to do that awful stuff, to do something good in your own life, can you imagine what you can accomplish with that? So with that being said, I just want to do a skincare routine with you guys and also just give a little bit of me every day. And I hope it makes a difference, even if it's in the smallest little way. So bye, guys. Make sure that you guys go out there, touch base, and try to do something special for someone today. Okay? And don't forget, have patience, you guys. Have patience. Bye.